The Miz back here on the show. Are you there, Miz?
I am 100% perfect now.
My
I got
gosh.
my home landline, which basically I very rarely ever use, but obviously for a radio show, I probably should be doing that. I should be a little bit more professional, so my apologies to you.
All good.
Back to what I was saying.
Yes, sir.
The Browns are going to dominate. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. People have been asking me if I've been upset about the Browns losing to, like, Vegas or Pittsburgh or Ravens, and to be completely honest with you, I am not. I'm happy we have a winning record for the first time in a long time.
No, I know that, and we took a look at the schedule here, Miz, in advance of your appearance here. There are some winnable games. This one this week is one of them. Obviously, Philadelphia at home. I'm expecting Philadelphia to be better than what we've seen over the first half of the season. Jacksonville, you could make a little bit of hay before the rough back-to-backs of Tennessee and Baltimore. Pittsburgh looms at the end of the year, too. This is real. You got a chance here.
If we can get those 3 wins right there, like you were saying, the problem with Philadelphia is they're starting to get healthy. And that's been the problem with Philly, I think, the entire time. Like, Wentz hasn't really had much to throw to, and now they're getting Dallas Goedert back. I imagine other people are going to be getting healthy. And so that's what I think teams need right now is just healthiness. I think that's going to be a pretty tough game. But if we can get those 3, I'm hoping we can beat the Ravens. The Ravens haven't looked that great, to be completely honest with you. Like, Lamar has not looked like the Lamar of last year. And I'm kind of curious, do you guys have any insight on why that could be?
Well, we asked him yesterday, as a matter of fact, Miz, where we asked him, why isn't it coming as easy for you this year? And he was, very honest in saying that he said defenses were also calling out their plays before they were running them. So
get out of here. So, yeah, because, honestly, I have Mark Andrews in a couple leagues, and he's supposed to be like a dominant tight end for fantasy,
yes.
And he has not been this entire time. I don't know if he's not looking for him, or if that's the case, if they're calling, then I guess it's the play calling, and they just need to figure that out. But, man, it's not looking good for the Ravens as of right now. I'm kind of curious on Tampa Bay, especially after that blowout with New Orleans, to see what is going to happen there. I was looking at Tampa Bay as the most dominant team in the league, and after that showing in prime time, I was like, whoa. That's a little interesting.
I know, and I hope for their sake and for Brady's sake and for anybody who's a Buccaneers fan's sake that boat racing of Green Bay isn't going to be their high watermark of the season, because after taking care of Green Bay and knocking them out of the ranks of the unbeaten, and then they went to Vegas, as we know, and found themselves in a tight one there, and the Giants and the Saints, a tight one against the Giants, overlooking the steering wheel maybe for New Orleans. I don't know, man, and it does appear that there are a bunch of fantasy football parts that might need some more time to gel. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
and also, I'm curious if it's the Antonio Brown, coming in there, and I don't know. Some people have said he's toxic for a team, and that's why he's been on so many teams in so little years. But who knows? If that's the case. But they have so many weapons and so many people to utilize. You would think this is the first time that Brady's really had this many weapons in a very long time. And to see that happen in prime time is just very odd. I imagine this week, I don't know exactly who they're playing, but Brady is literally studying up on everything because he never makes the same mistake twice.
Well, ask the poll question, the Miz, before we get to his TV show here. Go for it,
Miz,
Chris.
who you got as a half-season MVP in the NFL? Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, or Big Ben?
I'd like to see Russell Wilson get some nods there. I don't think he's ever been appreciated as much as he should be. He really has been incredible. And to be honest, Seattle is like my second favorite team now, only because watching DK Metcalf chase down that interception and to basically get a tackle. He was 10 yards away from that defensive play. This happened like 2 weeks ago, but it made me realize you could see the love of the game in that one play that this man had. And he became arguably my favorite player to watch now. He's big, he's aggressive, and to chase down someone from 10 yards away that has speed was incredible to me, and you could see that the guy has a passion for the game. So, I'm rooting for Seattle.
So in your world, what's the best physical feat you've ever seen from your endeavor, your work
in WWE?
Yeah, like what's like the
oh my God, like that I've done
or that you've ever or that you've ever seen. Or that you've ever seen.
I'll tell you this much: in the main event of WrestleMania, it was like 27. I was WWE champion, and I got knocked out in towards the end of the match. And I really don't remember anything, but I went through it and ended up winning the match. And it's scary, and I'm very thankful that WWE now is we're getting more and more information on, concussions and the severity of it. Now it's a different ball game because we know so much more. But back then, it was still, trying to figure it all out. And, that physical feat was probably one of the things that I look back to and I go, wow, I can't believe I did that. But I would never recommend it to anybody else.
I think not. I just meant if there's anything that you've ever seen in a ring or anything in your endeavor, not just you, but somebody else similar to DK Metcalf running somebody down, if there's anything you've ever seen.
In WWE, our rundown is more like if you break a ring. Like I've watched the Big Show suplex Brock Lesnar or Brock Lesnar suplex Big Show onto the ring, and the ring absolutely collapses. So, anytime something like that, those are the physical feats that we have in WWE.
Oh, fantastic. I got The Miz here on The Rich Eisen Show. Miz and Mrs. returns tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on USA Network. New episodes are a continuation of Season 2, airing Thursdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And, we discussed it earlier this year when you were debuting. I didn't bring this up then, but I want to bring up now. The I guess, PR copy that is associated with your show that they give to people like me to give me an idea of what the show is, which I already know anyway. Within the copy, it's about, you're a new family of 4, that you finally met your match, you and your wife. And it starts by saying, with 2 overbearing mothers-in-law. Those words are in the copy. How do you survive that?
I live with my mom, my mother-in-law,
right,
my wife,
yes,
my 2 daughters,
yes,
and now my dad is retired. And we all know what happens when people are retired. They get bored real quick.
Yeah.
So my dad literally is over my house all the time. Thankfully, I have like a big house to where I can have, space. But trying to find quiet, like today, to try to find, to do an interview with you, I have to go to, my guest house and get away from everybody because my house is pandemonium at all times. Marjo, my wife's mother, is drama all day long. If something happens with her TV, which something happens every day, it is the biggest thing that's happened in everybody's life, and everybody has to stop exactly what they're doing to go and fix Marjo's TV. These are just little things that happen. My mother cleans every day, and you might be like, oh, that's fantastic. You have someone to clean your house.
Right.
I don't know where anything is. I can't find anything because she puts it all away and puts it in her own special spot, and I can't find anything. And then you have my dad to top it off, who I'm trying to find hobbies for, trying to find something that he can get into so he can get out of my hair and into somebody else's. But my dad, on this show this season, you'll see, he finds the stupidest things to do. Like his idea of finding a hobby is getting a food truck. And what's he named the food truck? Miz Steaks and Wieners. Sounds cool, right? His hot item that he sells is Mike's Little Wieners. And he has faces of myself and my wife on this food truck. And he's exploiting my brand, myself, my face, to use for his food truck. And I'm like, Dad, you can't do that. He goes, why? I made you. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Fair point.
And how can I argue with that?
But I would definitely have a say in the naming of certain delicacy that you just mentioned right there. That's not cool.
No, it's not. He's like, it's funny. I go, it's not funny. It's funny for you. It's real funny for you and everybody else. It's not funny for me.
Well, I guess
he's like, what? It's a hot item. It's Mike's Little Wieners. It's like, you couldn't do the foot long, Dad. You couldn't say Mike's foot longs. No, it's funnier. You're Little Wiener. But thanks, Dad.
Well, no, I guess that's why I asked about surviving it, is to be able to call your mother-in-law overbearing, and your wife is not upset with this description of calling
She's
her
the
mom?
one that probably said it, to be honest. They are two peas in a pod, I'll tell you that for one thing. Margeau living in the house with my wife is one of those things where they love each other, obviously, their mother-daughter, but they get in some heated arguments, and I'm like, I try to stay out of it, but it's ridiculous in here. It really is. It's pandemonium, and honestly, it makes for this is why Miz and Mrs. is such a successful show, because our hell is your entertainment.
By the way, that is great. Our hell is your entertainment. Check out Miz and Mrs. returning tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on USA Network. Couple dogs, too. Cats. My God, man. Are you not? You're hiding out sometimes. Like, literally, you're hiding out.
Yeah, I try, but they find me. Like I have tried to find there's hidden rooms in my house, and I've tried to hide there, and my daughter will literally run and just look for me, da, which I love. It's amazing. I love playing with my daughters.
Yes,
but sometimes you just need time for yourself.
Yes.
And I don't get those times.
So what do you do? Is football one of those times? I mean, you got to monitor your fantasy.
Are you kidding?
Game.
Sundays, do you really think that I am? Do you know what I did last Sunday?
What?
I didn't watch football. I went to the zoo. And took my daughter to the zoo, and it was amazing. It was incredible.
Sure.
It was a little cold. My daughter was wearing a hat, just a hat or whatever, and she kept throwing it off, and so I kept putting it back on her. She threw it off. We were by the penguins, and she's won, by the way.
Okay.
She took it and threw it in the penguins pond, and I'm like, these are the little things, the little moments that you look at and you go, you're really, really asking for it. This is just my life.
Well,
so I didn't watch. I don't want to watch. I don't watch football.
The Browns are on a bye.
You know when I watch football? I watch it after it's played, and I get to sit down when everyone goes to sleep and just watch my Browns play.
Okay.
So I record everything and then watch it afterwards. So I don't try not to watch or listen to football until I get to see it.
And then, of course, the you can't look at your fantasy app. You can't do any of that. I mean, you could find out. Oh my gosh.
And the worst is all my friends will be texting me oh, you're doing terrible. You're the worst, blah, blah, blah. And I can't look at it because I don't want to know scores.
Because you're in the penguin bin. You're in the penguin
bin. I'm in the penguin bin. My daughter's throwing her hat in the penguin bin. I'm looking at giraffes, running around chasing them. Listening to them.
You're chasing giraffes? You're not chasing giraffes. You're chasing your children, right? I just want to make sure.
Chasing the children.
Okay.
But yes, they're giraffes at the zoo. It's a nice zoo, by the way.
Oh my gosh! Well, I know what we're going to rename our team next time we face you in this Alice in Chains League, Miz.
Oh, fantastic!
Just because we just got to get in your go. Next time you're going to go against Mike's Little Wieners. That's what you're going to go against. And I got the avatar.
Oh, great! Wonderful. You just have a big face.
It'll be a food truck.
Picture of me.
No, it'll be the food truck. I'm gonna be promotional just for your dad. So that's what I got.
I mean, it's better than Jeff Garlin's name.
That's who we're playing this week. We're playing Garlin.
Every time I see his name, he sends me a trade offer every week. I've never seen a person wanting to trade more than Jeff Garlin. And every time I see it, I can't help but laugh. It just makes me laugh all the time. We can't even say it on the radio.
My 9-year-old comes in and says, "Dad, guess who we're playing this week?" And he gets a big smile on his face. I'm like, "Oh, must be Jeff Garlin's team." You take care of yourself, man. I love our chats. Let's do it again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. Good luck with everything.
You're right back at you. You got it. Miz and Mrs. returns tonight. USA Network, 10:30 Eastern. Funny. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.